Okay, we're at a Mexican restaurant, my favorite Mexican restaurant in town. Just want to show you how I know my mother's here. She's driven a Jeep all my life. It's not the last Jeep that I remember her having. I guess it's the one she has here, and I know it's hers. No doors on it. There's no way that's not my mother's. But, face mask, because I'm never not gonna forget it. Hold this real quick. I don't know if you guys met my mother on the channel. I don't think she's been on, has she? Hannah's shaking her head no. I can't recall her having been gone. What are you doing? Hey, I recognize that shirt. Did you cut up the Tendo shirt? I can stick my fingers right through it. That's very nice. Well, I'm left all alone because the ladies had to go to the bathroom. Mom said she got me something. I don't know if she got prezzies or what. My birthday is in like a week, so maybe that's what it is. Also, she customized the Tendo shirt. That's the first time I've seen that. Also, this is my favorite restaurant in my hometown. I used to eat here 3 times a week, all the time. Pretty obsessed with it.
No. Happy birthday.
What is all of this? You want me to open it now or later?
Whenever you want.
I guess we can wait till Hannah's here. This is hilarious. Look at this. That's the coolest card I've ever gotten.
Really?
Really? Happy birthday.
It's a bunch of fun stuff.
Jump right up and shout, wahoo, this birthday.
Put random nonsense on it.
Stickers. I've got a toolbox that needs some of these.
So the first thing I bought you, it's a good thing I watched your videos, first thing I bought you was a remote Mario.
Did you take it back?
I took it back. I watching the damn video and I was like, no!
Would you be surprised to find I have 3 of them?
You had 3? Hi, water, no yellow? Water, no yellow? Uh-huh.
Same, 2 of them, please.
Water, no yellow? 3 altogether.
Agua no yellow.
Isn't that funny? I was like, no!
That's hilarious.
That was my biggest gift find ever. And I was like, all right, back to the drawing board. Now what do I do?
She just said the first thing she got me for my birthday was the remote control Mario.
Oh, sweet.
Well, no, she had to take it back.
2 days ago, and then I had to take it back. Oh, no.
The school for this one.
The card. Old school. There you go. Hey! He's not a backpack though.
He's huge.
I figured he could ride with you on the trip. Mario.
Yeah.
My son too likes too much Mario.
He likes
Too much Mario.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time. So a blanket for your van.
That'll be awesome. We'll keep that in the van.
So this is really random nonsense because I know nothing about videos.
You bought me a video game?
But this is from a thrift store and I don't even know if it's a game. I think it is.
I tell you what, I haven't seen it yet. It feels like a computer game.
Is that what it is?
All games?
Oh, wow.
The Mario.
The Mario game, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can tell just by filling it, huh?
Yeah, it's the Ant Bully for PC.
So I was like, there's no way he has a game called Ant Bully.
Oh, I have it. I have it on consoles, but I don't have it on PC. I've got it on.
It's been in my Jeep for months because the epidemic hit and then I couldn't go nowhere and I was like, that's the only thing I found. It was closed. There was this bakery down the road from us and they're like, sorry, we are closed for...
Mom, did you bake me these cookies?
Yes, of course. I worked so hard.
You baked them at Kroger. All right, I'm 6'6". This is my baby brother. How tall are you?
6'7".
6'7". Just a hair taller. I think I always tell everybody you're 6'8". You're probably 6'8" with your boots on, aren't you?
Well, I'm actually like 6'7.5", barefooted. So.
Right. So your shoes on 6'8". Yeah. That's about me. I think I'm almost right at 6'6", and that's it. No extra. I want you to check this out. This is my little brother. What's going on? This is his pet lizard. Let's get
It's a blue iguana.
A blue iguana?
Yeah. Him in the light there. Right there.
Try to move slow so as to not spook him. That's crazy, man. And you built the cage here yourself?
Yeah, right in the living room.
I like the staircase you built.
That's about the first thing I put in here.
usually.
That's awesome. Are you gonna start collecting lizards now?
Try not to.
How long have you been practicing this?
My whole life.
He's not been practicing his whole life. That's our grandmother's wheelchair. Why did you take our grandmother's wheelchair? Just to do wheelies in?
So you can go all the way in.
Oh no! Disaster has struck again. The Goodwills in my hometown are just closed. Just regular old closed.
No!
Sundays, they're not open on Sundays. That's a bummer. Alright, well let's go do something else then, I guess. If you are at all new to our channel, what we're about to do may not make a ton of sense to you, but if you've been here a little while, you probably know we have antique mall booths that we sell toys at in Arizona where we live. But all that started because we've operated a booth here in Kentucky on and off for years before we even had the channel. But the whole antique mall we're in here is closing down in about 2 weeks' time. So while we're here, we're gonna pack this stuff up and take it back home. It's gonna be a little bit of work, but it's not gonna be too bad because we actually sold most of our stock when we started. This was nothing but Nerf guns, and now it's just a couple Nerf guns on the floor and not a lot else. But there's a lot of books and media and VHS tapes and stuff like that to take home, which it's almost a little exciting because some of the stuff that's here, like the Star Wars books, have sold a ton in Phoenix. So this will be good. We're just gonna fill some carts up, take it back to the van. I want you to check this out real quick. Whenever we stocked this booth for the first time, it took about 6 or 7 of those carts to bring all of it in. And we just loaded everything in here into one cart, except for these books and what's in this trash can. That's pretty wild. We sold most of what was in here. And it's a bummer because today pretty much would have been the day we came to restock it. We were gonna restock this booth once every few months. So unfortunately not gonna happen now, but it was not as much work as I thought this was about to be.
That was pretty easy.
Yeah, because most of it just went in one cart. Okay, so this trip that we're on, this thrift trip, I mean, we always have to travel back home anyways. We thrift on the way and call it a thrift trip. So sometimes it's a trip home and the thrift is extra. This time, this trip really was about getting the most of the stuff back home. And this isn't all of it. We have a bit of a storage of it elsewhere that we're gonna get and put in the van. But besides going and visiting Retro Rick, which was probably priority 1 of the trip, this was priority 2, and maybe priority 1 was visiting family. Maybe that would be more accurate. Priority 2 was was meeting up with Rick. Priority 3 was grabbing this stuff. So now that this is out of the way, kind of the serious stuff of this trip is out of the way, and we can thrift on the way back home and stuff, and it'll be a lot more fun. But the hard work's not over, because what I'm just thinking about the whole time walking out here is how we're gonna get it in this van and not be miserable on the way home, because it's a lot of stuff. Here's what I'm thinking. Tell me if you've got a better plan, but I think we should get in here, put all of our clothes and our personal stuff up on the bed, and then we'll start shoving as much of this as possible under the bed.
I agree.
So that it's out of the way. You want to do that?
Sounds good.
All right, you get in the van and kind of move the stuff on top of the bed, and I'll start trying to figure this out. We have no idea what we're doing. We are making this up 100%. If y'all didn't catch it and understand what this last several minutes of nonsense was, my birthday is September 5th, so we're really close to it. A couple weeks. My mom got me some Mario stuff, which was awesome, but I actually much needed this bandana, turns out. I hadn't really been wearing bandanas after I shaved my beard because I thought it looked a bit funny, but I'm feeling all right now. So we also have a bunch more nonsense here at my grandmother's house that's got to go in the van. You're not gonna like what you see when we get all this packed up. We got a van full to take back. But this is all toy stuff that we can sell in our toy booths. Just a bunch of stuff. There's a Nintendo 64 bag. Worth a few bucks, not a ton, but a few bucks. A bunch of Power Ranger stuff that's actually my collection. So that'll go on the shelves back home. That big monster right there. We came like this close to not thrifting today, but we found a Goodwill on the way to where we're going. So let's get in there before they close. It's got like a few minutes before they do.
Great, we got some Tupperware. Aw, $6. That's $6. Daggum. No Tupperware for me today.
This place closes at 6 o'clock. We've got just a couple minutes. Oh baby, 6 minutes might not be enough. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I will have to say this is the first. 5 copies. 5 copies of Dinner in the Matrix. Never seen that one. All right. Hey. I'm not mad about this at all. I'm not bad at all. Look at this.
Oh, sweet.
Heck yeah. You find anything?
No. Okay, for a solid second, I thought these were salt and pepper shakers, and I about freaked. Look at them. That's great. Just a bunch of little minion toys.
55. Our court closes in 5 minutes. If you please make your final questions during the cash register, I'll be happy to wait on you.
2 bureaus.
Thank you for stopping at your local Goodwill.
Barney. I'm not gonna mess with him. What else? Some Disney Infinity.
Okay, we got jeans, flat $5. That's not too shabby. Nothing blowing me away right now. These are all right. They're really small, which is what I want to see, but what's the actual size on them?
$50. It's a cheapie.
Look how pretty this hurricane lamp is.
Whoa.
$70. No thanks.
There's one of those wireless printers in there and it's brand new.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
There's a pop figure here too.
Which one is it?
Oh, it's Harry Potter.
There's a TAC Game Boy game. Do you see a price on the other side?
Ooh. $3.
Sailor Moon cards.
That's awesome.
Sailor Moon cards for 75 bucks. I'd love to see them, but I'm not paying 75 bucks for them. Yeah, it's just a yes, please. Thank you. Well, that turned out to be super awesome. We had every intention of thrifting today when the day started. We didn't know that for whatever reason the thrift stores in my hometown closed down on Sundays completely. That's not normally the case, but there's probably some sort of extra precaution or extra day off because of COVID. But we ended up finding this Goodwill on our GPS on our way to Hannah's mother's house, and we were not gonna make it. It was like 20 minutes away and it closed in like 30 minutes, but we got here, we got in real quick. I bought a printer. We bought 3 games and I'm excited about all 3 of them. So it turned out all right. Did you not get anything?
I didn't.
Well, the printer's kind of for you anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
She's been telling me we need a printer for the road and I've been trying to get one that works. And this one looks pretty good, I think. So we're good. We did good.
I think it was half off too.
Was it really?
I think so.
How much was all this?
26.
All right, check it out. The lights are off, but this Chinese restaurant's called 5 Star. We ordered some food to go. We're actually in Hannah's hometown today, so on tomorrow's video, you should definitely expect some, I guess we can walk and talk. We're walking over to Walmart. This Chinese restaurant shares a parking lot with Walmart. We are going to some Goodwill bins tomorrow on tomorrow's video with Hannah's mother, so definitely come back for that. In the meantime, we've checked into a hotel here. We're gonna take some Chinese food back there and eat. But I was gonna tell you, my least favorite thing about these mom and pop Chinese restaurants is that the only thing to drink ever is a can of Coke or a can of Sprite. That's like it. I need something more than that, so I'm gonna try to get some lemonade over here at Walmart. Fingers crossed that they've got my lemonade. I don't know if I've tried that hard to buy that lemonade I drink every day outside of Phoenix. I'm sure it's gonna be here. I'm only afraid it's not because Hannah's hometown has like 8 people in it.
Yeah.
And this Walmart's about the size of my bedroom, so I'm really nervous they're not gonna have my lemonade, but we'll see, I guess. I see it. I actually see it way over there. I saw it from the entrance. There's only 2 of them. I should probably buy both of them, shouldn't I? Yeah, let's get them both. Let's wipe them out. All right, let me get a little drink before we get started.
Don't spill it.
Oh, it's icy.
Is it? Is it like slushy?
We're in a hotel room and it froze my lemonade. That's awesome. I mean, it didn't like super freeze it. It's just got a little ice in it. Hotel room refrigerators are the worst. Let's talk about everything that we got. It makes it a little extra sour, don't it?
It does. Just like froze all the sugar.
This is the best lemonade that was ever made. So let's talk about all the stuff that we got at the thrift today. Much like yesterday's episode, it was not a lot because this last couple of days of the trip have just kind of been rushing cross country to get to ultimately where we're going. So appreciate you watching today. I hope you appreciated the little bit of footage we got of us emptying out our antique mall in Kentucky. It's a little bit bittersweet. I guess we should talk about that a little bit before we jump into our thrifted stuff. For those of you who don't know, I mean, how deep do I need to go with this? For those of you who don't know, we have several antique mall booths in our hometown of Phoenix. But that all started because we started one a long, long time ago in Kentucky and started it and stopped it various times. But it's always been a fun thing to do, and it's always actually went really well for us. A lot of people get really concerned and question our choice to run one in Kentucky when we live in Arizona, but there's a lot of variables and there's a lot of ways that we do this, and it's always went really well. So I'm sad that it's ending. We learned a lot of details about why it was actually closing because when we got the email about it closing, there was no explanation. And I'm not going to tell the whole story, but essentially the lease is up where they're at. I kind of just assumed the corona did them in.
Yeah.
That was, I think I've probably said that on the channel. But from what we were told, what we heard, that's not necessarily the case. They just, the lease is up on where they're at and they're trying to look for a new place. So maybe if this place opens up another establishment or another building in town, maybe we'll go back. But it's kind of a bummer because we've been taking toys back really for years on and off to Kentucky and then putting them in there. And then a friend we kind of split some money with and he puts new stuff in there for us essentially. And what we were gonna do is streamline that even more and start sending back stickers and decals and lots of other small stuff. If you've been watching for a while, you know in our antique malls in Phoenix, we sell like Pokemon cards and just tons of stuff that, as you can imagine, would ship really well in a giant box. And we were literally gonna do that like this month. We were gonna go home in like September. And that's what we were gonna do. And it was tough when they emailed us all and said, sorry, we're closing down. So we're taking all that stuff back home now and we'll divide it up amongst our other toy booths. Or honestly, we might just get home and start a new one. I really don't know. Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Got a lot of really good stuff here.
There's lots of good stuff to take back home. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do, but it's kind of been a weird full circle ride because if you've been watching for a really long time, we made a whole series of videos setting that toy booth up some months ago. And honestly, those videos were really responsible for a lot of momentum we got, a lot of new subs, and a lot of new interest because people were very interested in what we were doing and stuff. So it's sad to see that one close down, but we're just going to open more back on the other side of the country. So it's not the worst thing in the world. But I guess we can go ahead and move into the stuff that we bought, unless you got anything else to say about the booth or anything else about the market.
No, I mean, we kind of covered it in when we first opened the booth.
Yeah, you'll have to go, if you're interested in more, if maybe you've only been here for a little while, because honestly, we have like 3,000 more subs now than when we started the booth. So there's probably plenty of you watching that really don't know much about that booth, about that antique mall. So it's always a good thing to just kind of go to our main YouTube page, scroll back a few months, just keep scrolling. You'll see some videos about we're setting up a new toy booth, and you can learn a little bit more about it. Honestly, if you want a kick, you have to do the work yourself. I'm not going to post any links, but look at a screenshot from this video and how empty that booth was and scroll back to when we set it up. Oh my gosh, there is so much stuff.
How long did it take us to actually empty that booth out?
Well, the stuff we left with, we got it out in a couple carts full. A couple carts and then those trash cans full. The main thing I'm excited to take back from this stock is there's still so many Nerf clips and Nerf drums and that stuff. And I'll definitely be able to put those in my booths back in Arizona. But I'm just saying, it's pretty crazy how little was left. We expected it to be so much more. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've had good sales, so I knew it was selling. But
the sales never even slowed down. You know, like you start running out of stuff and people start buying less because there's less to choose from, but it never slowed down.
No, so that was nuts. But good stuff. All right, let's talk about what we got at the thrift. What'd you get?
I got a whole lot of bupkis.
Boo! Well, that's all right. I mean, we didn't do much today. Honestly, we were lucky to go thrifting at all. Huge disappointment. Goodwills are closed in my hometown on Sunday. Don't know what's up with that.
So weird.
I should write a strongly worded letter.
Dear Goodwill.
I guess they're doing that because of the Rona. They're usually open on Sundays, which is strange because when I left for college before we met, they did close on Sundays. Always in my hometown. I don't know if this is all Goodwills or just mine. I only knew about mine. And then for some reason, after a few years, when we'd go back, all of a sudden they were open on Sundays, and I was like, this is awesome. Now, because of the Rona, they're closed on Sundays again. But we missed the Goodwills in our hometown, and then we were literally driving, and every now and then, this is what we do when we travel. Hannah will just get a wild hair and turn her GPS and search local thrift stores, local Goodwills. And she just happened to do this when this one popped up. Closes in 20 minutes, 15-minute drive, or something like that. So we got there.
Made it there with 10 minutes to spare.
Yeah, and then of course we were those people. We always got to be those guys. We walk in the door like, oh, sorry guys, we close in 5 minutes. And we're like, okay.
We got 5 minutes.
Yeah, so, and honestly, I mean, we did really well. We were the last ones out of the store, but we walked out of there just a minute or two after they were ready to close. So I'm glad we stopped there. I can't, it's so funny, I can't recall having been to that specific Goodwill, but you and I have driven that route so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. And I don't know why we skipped that Goodwill. There was a couple Goodwills in the town prior that we were familiar with and not fond of. But we're definitely, when we drive that route in the future, we need to make sure to go there. Because I feel like that was a really good Goodwill for, you know, video games and stuff. Because I bought 2 games that I don't have in my collection. Ninja, Reflex, 3 games. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting about one. And Nihao Kailan Super Game Day. I don't have it, so that'd be cool to put in the collection. And this game's really minty fresh, so I'm excited about that.
Can't imagine that one got a lot of gameplay.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But then one of the tech games on Advance, and I'm probably the most excited about that. Can you see that? You're not going to be able to tell.
Small.
This camera is very good with low lighting, so we probably look okay. It's almost dark in here. I mean, it's like...
It's the Great Juju Challenge.
Is that what it says?
Yes.
I have a Spyro Game Boy Advance game, and I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would like that kind of platformer that you're used to being on the big screen on Advance, but I like it a lot. So maybe this will be good. Comment below and let us know. Honestly, if any of these games are good, I've never played any of them. Maybe
I like the TAC series a lot.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite series, so I'm glad to have that on the Advance, but I've never played any of those. That's not all we got. We did buy one of these wireless printers, and I feel like we were gearing up for this trip and doing a lot of van build videos, right? You guys remember? And in one of our videos, I said something about these wireless printers. I kind of showed one off. And the 2 of them that I have are from the Goodwill bins, and so they get knocked around at the bins, and they pretty much don't work. So this one is just in beautiful condition. I plugged it up in the car, and it came on, and it sounded okay. So it's battery powered. That's pretty much all you need to know. It's got a battery, rechargeable, and I've got a couple extras of these. So I've got a box of stuff in my storage unit that I am setting aside for another van build. Hopefully we buy a new van in the next 4 or 5 months, and I've got a bunch of stuff to go in it, and we're gonna try to make our own little shipping station for our van so we can do more traveling, ship stuff while we're on the road. Sounds like a big dream, but you'd be surprised how much stuff I already have stored up for it. Or maybe you won't be surprised because we're trash people. And of course I have boxes full of trash for different purposes in my storage unit. Why wouldn't I? That's all we get. That's all we got.
We're dreamers and follow-throughers.
Yeah. It's okay to be a dreamer. Just make sure you're a follow-through.
Follow-througher.
Why do we not? I need a trash shirt that says follow-through.
I'm a follow-througher.
That's actually one of the most beautiful things you've ever said.
Aw. I don't know how to spell it,
We're
though.
dreamers, but we're follow-throughers. Why is that not on a t-shirt? Follow-through.
We can make that t-shirt.
I'm telling you right here, follow-through. That's a good way to be. I guess we could wrap this up on a positive note. It is good to have dreams. I always grew up wanting to be in a band, and I was in 10 bands. It seemed like. Played metal music, punk music. You know, I did a lot of stuff. Played a little country music even before I was done, but of course I did because my name's Dallas.
I was gonna say, of course you did.
My name's Dallas. I'm from Kentucky, and I talk like this. Lots of dreams, lots of stuff I tried to do. I tried to be a filmmaker. I made too many to count feature-length films, hour-and-a-half long, 2-hour films, both for hire and for myself. But of course, you've never heard of me until you found my YouTube channel because none of those things worked out. None of those dreams became fulfilled. So, you know.
Not in the, like,
I mean,
grand sense.
right, not in the
they
grand
did.
sense, but I learned a lot of things doing all this creative stuff that I'm talking about, and it led me here, and now I'm doing something that's working out. And so, like Hannah said, this is what I'm getting at. It's okay to be a dreamer. It's okay to try 100 different creative avenues that never work out, because if you're a follow-through, one of them will. So, be a follow-througher. This is the dumbest stuff we've ever said.
Follow-througher. We're really tired.
We need a hashtag for that. We need to do a bunch of. We need to do a hashtag follow-througher.
We'll make that t-shirt.
Yeah, I'm definitely making that for my next one. Speaking of the t-shirt, guys, this is our new merch line. It's hashtag Trash Life. Right? Go check out our merch on TendoStrash.com, and you can actually get this shirt customized. Now, to be honest with you, your shirt's going to look a little bit better when it shows up than mine does, because not only is this our prototype, I'm wearing like the prototype one that we made before we actually finalized our design, but also I'm really rough on my shirts and stuff, so
It's been in the back of a van.
yeah, it's been rolling around the back of our van. But do go check out our merch on TendoStrash.com. Consider buying one. You can get it customized. Hey, one of you could order one right now and be the first one to get one that says follow through, or we'll spell it however you want, 'cause we don't know how to spell it yet. Also, before we get out of here, guys, pretty please check out our what's it called? Discord. That is how tired I am.
Yeah.
There's a link below our videos that you can go check out our public forum where we can chat with you. You can chat with us. You can share pictures of your recent thrift finds. I'd be interested to know over on the Discord today if any of you guys are travel thrifters. Do any of you like to go places all the time and thrift on the way to other places? I think it's a lot better than sitting at home thrifting all the time.
Heck yeah.
It's like my favorite thing to do. That's going to be it, guys. It's our bedtime, so let us get out of here. Come back tomorrow and hang out with us, because we do post daily videos here on this channel, so there's no reason for you not to come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
So until then, guys, peace out.